Yo, 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 yo. Happy Halloween. So yeah, JSF. Hi, how y'all doing? Just wanted to make this video. Well, I didn't want to make this video. I really don't want to make this video because people either gonna ignore it or they're gonna comment and say, "No, you're wrong." Blah 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 blah. But it's just I get tired of seeing misinformation over and over. Like, it bothers me when I see a bunch of people saying something, especially a bunch of people with like platforms, a bunch of people like let's say all the top players start saying something and I know it's not true. It's gonna bother me because I'm like, yo, you guys are fucking wrong. But anyway, Johnny Cage is not top tier. He's not top 5. None of that shit. He's not that. He's the most overrated character I've ever seen in a fighting game. I'm not saying he's trash. He's not like Kano tier. He's not Kodokan tier, and Kodokan got a lot better, by the way. But I'm not saying he's super low tier, but all these people saying he's top 5, he's top 1, blah 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 blah. Just no, he isn't. Like, he's not that good. He's not that good. Like we can look in his moves list and see he's not that good. Like, they say, oh, his zoning in this variation is really good. 9 frame startup, fireball, EX it, you get 2. You can even EX the high fireball into a low one. Oh my god, that's really good. They're mid fireball, so I can, you know what I mean? On block, and if you EX the fireballs, hold on one second. Wait. Okay. Oh, that still whiffs. Okay, that still whiffs. Second hit lands and is +1, and I'm right here. What are you guys talking about? Like, I don't wonder. Like, people mix multiple things of different variations of Johnny Cage together, and say this one character is good, right? So, like, people will say because his glasses, and I'm not gonna try to replicate it because I've never played a match with Johnny Cage in my life, so I probably can't fatal blow cancel and the glasses crush and blow, blah 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 blah. But he can't do that in this variation. Like, he can't do it. He doesn't have the sunglasses. Excuse me. He doesn't have the sunglasses in this variation, right? So it's not like every other character is said, this variation of this character is busted, or this variation of this character is really good. Like, when we say Cetrion top tier, we mean the one variation, right? We don't mean the rest of them. When we say Liu Kang is top tier, we mean Luan Quan. That's what we mean. When we say Gears was top tier, we meant Infinite Warden, but since they nerfed Infinite Warden, they finally nerfed it. Like, finally. Every other patch, like, they love tapped it and didn't fix everything, but they finally nerfed it. Like, they nerfed his gauntlet damage and shit like that. So he's not number 1 in the game anymore. Finally. Now Cetrion and Jax are the best characters in the game. Like, people are acting like Jax disappeared. Like, Jax hasn't been changed since launch. The only thing they changed about Jax is making this fatal blow a high, which it should have always been a high. Every other fatal blow in the game that's like his, which is like you go 70% of the screen or full screen at that speed, it's basically Frost fatal blow or Aaron Black's, like, and those are slower. His is faster, so yeah, his fatal blows are high now, but that doesn't change anything. He can still crush and blow you 7 times in a match and beat you. Like, it doesn't matter that his fatal blows are like, Jax is still extremely busted. Like, he's I don't understand on any planet how any human who understands this game could think Johnny Cage is better than Jax just because he has fireballs. Like, most people can't zone in this game anyway. I'll let you play Cetrion. Like, these are good, right? So, hold on. I'm not doing this on purpose. I don't have some weird unpatched version of the game. That shit still whiffs against Frost. It still whiffs. And maybe here's my bias. maybe here's my bias. I don't want to keep yelling. I feel like I'm talking really loud. Maybe this is my bias. I play Frost, so I see Johnny Cage's shortcomings. Like he still doesn't have like his fastest mid is 14 frames. I'm trying to find another one. This one's 14. It's got good range. By the way, NetherRealm, can we fucking talk about every character having a normal with this range, but it being 13, 14, 15, 16 frames, and Frost back to being 19? Like, can we talk? But anyway, this is a high. That's 18 frames. 14. 14. Wait, where is it? Oh, there we go. 14, and that's unsafe. Like, he doesn't have, Johnny Cage doesn't have buttons. He has 7 frame down 1, 9 frame down 3, 8 frame down 4. Like, he has those, but like, when he's minus, he doesn't have a 9 frame mid string. He doesn't have a 10 frame, 11 frame, 12 frame mid string that he can go into to pressure with. Like, and you see a lot of Johnny Cage players zone, and try to sneak, and try to sneak one of these in. This shit is 18 frames to start up. You know what I can do if Johnny Cage is trying to be cute and sneak that shit in? This. I got something for his ass. Like, if Johnny Cage is trying to sneak and hit me with that, I got this. Or I have this. Or I have this into this. Or I have this into that. Like, there's so many. If you play a character with buttons and who has a mid, if you have a 9 to 11 frame, well, against him, probably 12 frame mid, you have a 9 to 11, no, I don't want to do that. Let's say you have a 9 to 11 frame mid, and you have some range buttons. Because Frost's range buttons are not that great, and I'll be the first to tell you. But she has them, right? So, like, he has a 14 frame button that'll hit from here. I don't. I have this. And then I have this. So he has the edge if he's running with that button, but if he is, he's committed to that. It's a whole animation. I can just step back and then get him with that. I can duck, I can fireball game. I have this. Like, Frost does very well against Johnny Cage. And I think the reason a lot of people think Johnny Cage is so good is because he does well against Liu Kang. He does fine against Cetrion. I don't want to say he beats her or anything, but he doesn't get dominated in that matchup. He beats Geras, is what people have said since the game came out. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've seen people say for a long time. So, like, against the top tier characters, like, he's either held his own or done really well against. And my thing about that is that doesn't make him good. That doesn't make him better than anybody else. It's matchups. Those are very, very, very specific matchups. When I played Injustice 1, Green Lantern got destroyed by Cyborg, and Cyborg was the worst character in the game. He was horrible. You can lose to a bad character. You can be a better character than somebody, and they have the one tool that bodies you. Like, that's just matchups, man. That's just what it is. Like, Johnny Cage just still doesn't have like a mid string that's you need to respect. Like, he has a range. He has a range game, right? Like, by range, I mean he has long range game. He's like Frost. He's a lot like Frost in the sense that he has a long range game, and then he has footsie buttons. Hit confirmable low string, whereas she has a hit confirmable mid string. I don't know his buttons. You know what I mean? That's safe. Like, he doesn't... Like, for the people who are saying Johnny Cage is top 1, top tier, like S tier, whatever, I would love to see what they think about the Johnny Cage versus Cassie matchup. Maybe even Johnny Cage versus Sonya, or Johnny Cage versus Frost matchup. Like, that would change everything totally. And, like, you can't say this character is top tier because in one variation he has really, really, really good zoning, and in another variation his zoning is average, it's normal, but he gets 40% unbreakable damage. Like, okay, cool, that's two different variations. Like, he can't do them both at the same time. He doesn't have both of those capabilities. Like, I understand that when he has the sunglasses crushing blow, like, that's really, really good because he can do 40% unbreakable. Like, he just needs fatal, but like he needs he needs Fatal Blow, so he has to be below 30% health to do it, and it's a one-time per match thing in that situation. So, how often do you land a hit when you're less than 30%, and that hit being something substantial? You know what I mean? It's just it's a lot of jumping to conclusions. It's a lot of holy shit, this is really good, and not as much practical application of it. Like you see Sonic Fox play Johnny Cage in the last tournament. What was it, ECT? But it wasn't like they used Sonic Fox, or they used Sonic Fox. It's not like they used Johnny Cage the whole tournament. Like it was Jade a bunch of times. It was some Devora. It was some Jackson. It was some Johnny. Like if Johnny Cage was so good, you would just use Johnny Cage. And tournaments don't determine how good a character is or bad a character is. But if you decided this is the best character in the game, they're S plus tier. Cool. That means they can beat whoever you need to beat. You would just play Johnny Cage. But Johnny Cage can't just dominate the entire cast like Gearus did before him. Like Cetrion can do. Like Jax doesn't like dominate everybody in terms of matchups, but his comeback factor is so ridiculous that once he gets that going, it doesn't matter who he's fighting against. He can hit 80% on you like in the blink of an eye. So it doesn't matter who he's fighting against. That's why he's that good. So I don't want to deep dive too far into this. This video is probably already longer than I want it to be. I just want to say everybody's saying Johnny Cage is top tier, he's S tier. Like they're not. Their grading scale is a lot different than mine, and it's not based on what's practical. It's not based on what makes the most sense. It's based on what someone said, what someone did, and blah blah blah. My tier list and my rankings of characters are based on what's provable in the game, what you can do in training mode, and what you can do in a match. That's how I gauge these characters. Like Cetrion is top tier because of what she can do, because she can outrun everybody, outzone everybody, and if she crushing blows you, she can do 40% to you, which is busted as hell. And she can pressure. Like she just has all the tools. Like Jax is that way. Jax is top 2. Because he has a 9-frame midstream that's hit confirmable if he wants to go into something, or he can he can go into his overhead or his throw and it's not reactable. That's a 50-50. His throw has a crushing blow. His overhead leads to heated arms, which leads to more crushing blows. His grab crushing blow is just 35% whenever you want it. It's a second fatal blow. It's a second fatal blow, but it's not health dependent. So he can do 30. Like if you have the inputs on deck, like if you have the execution to do Jax's crushing blow for his grab, and it's not that hard. All you gotta do is hit a button on the right frame. If you can do it, then that's a free 35 or more percent whenever you want it. Can you imagine you do that when you're under 30% health? You have fatal blow. You just command grab. They get caught blocking, right? Command grab, bam. Next thing you know, if they flinch, fatal blow, and now your arms are heated. So you just crushing blowed into fatal blow, and now your arms are heated. So that one sequence there can take an entire life bar. And this is like it's just. You guys know what Jax can do. Like, people saying Johnny Cage is better than Jax and Cetrion are out of their minds. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And it just bothers me to see that people keep saying Johnny Cage is top 1, top 2. And I respect people's opinions, and I understand some of these players are better players than me. But it's like when I made that video about Sonic Fox's Frost placement on the tier list. Like, they put they put Frost pretty high up. And I was like, Frost is terrible. You don't know what you're talking about. And Sonic Fox ended up playing Frostbite Frost for a little bit to test Frost out to see how Frost was, and I was like, I already know this isn't going to go well and it's not going to stick because this is the worst variation in the game, and it didn't stick, and I was right about it, but nobody cares what I'm right about. I'm just saying, my point is, these people can be wrong. Like, I love Ketchup and Mustard's content. I think they make great videos. I'm a subscriber to their channel, but they're wrong. They're wrong sometimes. Sonic Fox is wrong sometimes. A lot of your favorite pro players are just wrong. They just don't know what they're talking about sometimes. I don't know what it is. I don't know what causes it. I don't know if they lose to Johnny Cage. I don't know, but Johnny Cage is overrated. He's not top 5, not top tier, but sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe on the off chance that I'm wrong or you disagree, let me know. Maybe I'm missing some information. Maybe there's some hidden tech with Johnny Cage that they all know that I don't. If you know, let me know. Leave a comment. Like the video. Subscribe. I'm throwing this on YouTube. Appreciate anybody who's ever watched any of my videos. But I'm just saying, I just don't see why Johnny Cage would be top tier. I don't. Like that's -2 and that's great. Like, it's I don't know, man. He doesn't have any mix-ups whatsoever. His throw game's not scary because he doesn't have throw crushing blows. He gets solid damage, but it's not like crazy high damage or anything. It's not like, I don't know, man. The things other people look at and what I look at for a character being top tier are two very different things. Like, I guess that's all it is. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna get out of here before I keep talking for too long. Peace.